Alright guys, we're going to set up the bumper. To start off, I took my whole front bumper off because I needed the space for the rear plate holes. The frame is actually in the way. They have holes there, but unfortunately mine were like right in here, so it did nothing, and there's no way I was going to be able to secure it. Yours may be the same, it may be different. This is an XRC bumper, so took that off because what we're going to do is, you see I already put the control on. You can bracket up on the top like this, standing up, as you can see. You can also lay this flat, or you can lay it flat over here. There's 3 different options. But before you put it on, you're going to want to run your wires because you won't have a lot of room once it gets on there. To start, we're going to take our A terminal, which is a small one, and it comes with a supplied thick negative. We're going to take those 2 ends and you're going to put it right on the bottom here. That's where the A terminal bolt is. So go ahead and throw those on. Okay, once you have that secure, as you can see too, have your wires facing the inside because that's the way it's going to run. It does come with this diagram like I showed. It shows you everywhere it goes, what wire is which. Super simple. So go ahead and I'm going to connect all my wires. You see you got it marked, your B terminal, C, and D. You're going to hook these up. Where is it? Right here's your main power. That's going to run to your battery positive. That's going to run to your battery negative. And these 3 will run to these 3 right here. Make sure, it says right on it, do not over tighten. These are just snug tight, and then give it a little crank. And once they're all connected, we'll mount it up. Alright, once you're all connected, make sure everything's tight down. Put your little seals on. You don't want to get any extra moisture, you don't have to. Make sure it's all secure. And then we're going to go ahead and put it right on the bumper, or set it on your bumper, whichever application you guys have. And we'll tighten it down. One thing for tightening the bumper, you see it comes with supplied hardware. I don't know if I showed you or not. But it's basically got the locking washers that sit in there in all 4 corners. And you just throw the bolt right through and it self locks. Pretty cool design. Unfortunately, it's not an easy removal for the winch if you have to take it off because of how they have the frame there. Because those 2 I just showed you the rear, they're going to sit right here and right here. You could drill extra holes right there actually. You see this one actually is right on place. That's one hole. The other one's right here. So I could drill that so I could take it off. Maybe in the future. But go ahead and tighten those down. And we'll secure it to the bumper and then we'll attach it all. Alright guys, once you got your bumper back on, see I got my winch on. I did put the fairlead on. It was very easy. 2 bolts right on the back. You can actually still get to the bolts. There's enough clearance. Tighten them down. I pulled my winch, my line through. You see it gave some coil space. So once we hook up the power lead, if there's the power in the ground, we're going to run that up through the cab here. I'm going to run it inside along here, and I'll connect it to my positive and negative. Remember to disconnect the negative while we're doing so. You don't want anything to happen. It probably won't, but your airbag pop or something like that, it won't be good. Don't mind all this. This is actually an air horn I just hooked up too. I'll make a video on that. I'm gonna do something with all this wiring, but I haven't figured it out yet. So go ahead and run up through the cab in there, your positive, negative, and that will be it. And then we'll turn it on and pull all the slack through, because you don't want to leave it like this with all this slop. Last thing you want is this to get tangled or knotted or kinked. So we'll pull it all out and suck it in so it's tight. Alright guys, we got a control hooked up. You see, real simple box, disconnect, connect. This is your control. On the end here it's a magnet, so it can actually, of course if it was metal, it'll stick right to it. So they say you can store it on your bumper. I would not suggest that, but yeah, you got, you know, 10 feet of hose, or 10 feet of wire. So I'll show you see how it works. I spooled it out. Remember, always hold on to here and pull in all the slack. Get nice and taut, and go ahead and suck it in. Nice. Okay. Let it out. Okay. Alright, as you see, it works pretty good. I'm gonna hook it up to the eyelet here. Like that. Pull my tension. Go ahead and suck it in, nice and slow. Okay, there you go. That's it. As you see, I ran my wires too. I ran them underneath. Pretty much right into there. Wherever you want to run them. My negative was longer, so I was able to run it up around over, and my positive I ran right up through here on. So they give you enough room to run it wherever. Sooner or later I'm going to put a dual battery system in here and organize all that. So that is the XRC 9,500 pound winch. Thanks guys.